Hello everyone, welcome to a new devlog. Today we're going to be covering all the huge changes we've been doing in Xenofactions. So, war declarations have been overhauled, so now when you type /xc or enable, you'll notice that it says war declarations have been enabled this time. That is because we have completely overhauled how wars take place in Xenofactions. Now, in order to declare war, the server admins must enable the war declarations. In order to declare war, three things must be true. They must be considered online, they must not be allied with you, and you cannot be on any kind of war cooldown. That is a ceasefire, a surrender, or a peace, which we will explain later. So we're going to do /c declare war USA. Or, yeah, maybe I should type it out properly. Now you notice there's a war declaration. And now you'll be able to start claiming. So if you do /x flags, you notice that it now says it's only usable against active war enemies. I accidentally closed my other client. And now you can start placing a flag there. On one note about raiding, until about 30 minutes have passed since they went offline, you can still claim their land, since we don't want people abusing logging in and out to try and dodge war or like abuse the system. So as you can see, my claim is still going to go through. Now that we've gone ahead and started the rating, we can start showing off some of the new negotiation features that we added. We can do /c peace USA. Let's say you want to start to offer peace. Now you'll get a peace offering on as a faction leader. Keep in mind, for any war declaration stuff or war activities at all, you'll need to be the faction leader. This is to prevent, miscommunications and just like, basically, if you're operating as a faction and you're the leader, you're going to actually have to make decisions for your faction. So, /c, accept peace, Mexico. And what this does is now you're going to notice I can no longer claim this person's land. Won't be able to raise the flag. So you might be like, oh, you're too close to the other one. Nope. Now, without having a war declared, you can no longer take people's land. You'll also know if I try to redeclare war, it's just simply not going to go through. That's because we're now on an 84-hour war cooldown. Eventually, I'm going to make it, actually tell you how long you're on cooldown. But until that 84 hours is up, if you surrender or if you agree to peace, you will not be able to redeclare war on that faction. However, I've added a admin command, skip war cooldown. And also, you can just do this one for if you want to do it once. And that just allows you to get past the war cooldowns if you want that for some reason. Now then, I'm also going to show off the new behavior with allies. So let's say I want to now ally USA, right? Gonna accept that. And now, if I try to declare war on them, it also will fail. Even though I reset the cooldowns to 0, you cannot declare wars on people you're allied with. And also, if you leave the alliance, so if we'll sort of say, right, our friendship has ended. I'm going to declare surprise war. Nope, still doesn't work. Now wars are controlled by cooldowns and diplomacy rather than just being global events and, on war day, someone decides to switch up their mind. Nah, that's not how this is going to work anymore. If you do like the legacy behavior, there's always /xc legacy, enable legacy war. So basically, when you enable legacy war, it enables the legacy behavior. You're going to be able to declare war on a faction. And there is no more peace mechanic. So if I try doing /c peace, it's going to say Legacy Wars enabled. Peace, ceasefire, surrender mechanics are disabled. That way, people can just claim whatever if you like the default behavior. So yeah, this is the new diplomacy that we've added. You can also join your allies' wars. Now, I don't have enough accounts to showcase this, but you would do that with, I think, / go look at the help commands. We can go ahead and do /C defend ally and then type that ally's name, and you're going to be able to defend your allies in war. So yeah, if you want to recreate World War I via diplomacy, that's actually possible now. And showing off some of the new things that I've done to make players' lives easier. Number one is just command usage thing. So if you type / say C set warp, right, and you're missing something, it'll tell you what you did wrong. This is just so that you don't have to, you know, scroll through or the /C help command when you just like are being an idiot and forgetting something. Nextly, I've added a new toggleable feature for server admins. I believe it's called, we'll check it, take a look. Yep, new player protection. It's a 4-hour PvP and 24-hour keep inventory starter protection for new players upon them joining your server. So all you're gonna do is /XC new player protection. And now, when the first time someone logs into your server, they will be given the new player protection. So now I'll go ahead and demonstrate it. New player protection enabled. 4-hour PvP grace, 24-hour keep inventory. You also notice that this mode, you'll not be able to attack players or be attacked by players. But however, it will not end if you attempt to. This is separate from the new build grace feature, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So you can see here, it tells you exactly how long they're under protection. If you try doing it vice versa, it lets you know. Now, another new thing is the new build grace feature. So all this does is gives you the same PvP protection for 48 hours. It also prevents people from walking in your territory or for you entering the wilderness territory or any enemy factions. So only enable this if you have a, claim you actually want to be in and you just want to set up your base without being bothered or constantly harassed. This is basically your timer to actually get your faction started. Now, before I release this latest version, I'm going to add a toggle to this. So if you don't want this feature, if you basically want anarchy on your server, that'll also be an option. So all you do is run /C gracebuild, and build grace is now activated for 48 hours. During this 48 hours, you will not be able to leave your claim. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate this real quick. Right. And also I added stuck detection, so it doesn't quite work, the border resetting right now. So I think what it does for now is if you are on build grace, you'll be returned to your faction home. And if you're trying to enter a build grace territory, it'll teleport you to spawn. Now, because Minecraft's default spawns are a little bit bugged, I spawned in the ground there. But basically, this will return you to wherever world spawn is set. This is just to stop people from harassing new players or new factions on servers. Because I see that a lot of war servers will have something like in the rule list, like if someone's on grace, don't attack them. But this is usually managed by player communication rather than some actual plugin or mod on the server. So now Xenofactions handles that for you. One other thing from this update, there was apparently a crash when MC Heli was not present on the server. That is now fixed. If you don't have MC Heli present, Xenofactions will no longer crash on your server. And yeah, that's it for this devlog. I hope you enjoyed it and ready to see you guys next time.